How are you doing, Max?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much for asking.
Mike, why are you scared to come home?
Let's begin.
Okay. I mean, it went exactly as expected, because this is not the first time this has happened. Lucy has been bothering me ever since I made a video on her, which was Life Sucks Depression. And just about every year, every time I break up with someone, or every time I blow up a little bit, they come back and, try again to make accusations. Again with no proof. And it's basically the same thing every time. They try to make accusations, some people believe it, I have to respond. Sometimes I don't even respond. Sometimes I just let it be because people end up being like, well, they don't have evidence. What's the point of this? So, but I felt like it was necessary for me to respond this time, since there's 4 or 5 of them now that when they're all together, now it looks bad. So now I want to respond. And the way Craig handled the video was fine. I mean, he was a little flamboyant with the believe all victims stuff. Personally, I do believe all victims, but my exes aren't victims. They are abusers pretending to be victims. And I don't even want to call them abusers. I don't feel like I've been abused. The relationship was toxic, and the behaviors were what some people would describe as abusive, but I don't feel like an abuse victim. I just felt like it was a toxic relationship, like a lot of relationships, and I want to move on, and they don't want to move on. They won't leave me alone, and so the cycle continues. No, because I don't feel in danger. I have sent a cease and desist before to Olivia and to another ex who hasn't come out publicly, and then that didn't do anything. Cease and desists don't do anything. It just tells you, hey, stop. But it literally doesn't do anything. And a restraining order is an arduous process that I don't want to hire a lawyer for. I just don't feel in danger or anything. I just want them to leave me alone. And I have called the cops before, but they basically said there's nothing we can do. So, as usual. And then if I were to send a cease and desist now, they would just use that as evidence. Oh, he's trying to silence us. I'm not trying to silence y'all. I just want y'all to leave me alone. You can vent to your friends all you want, but when you take it public, that's when I have to defend myself.
Yeah, you have the right to do that.
Very rushed relationship. We fall in love very hard, and then I want to move in with them immediately because they're in a bad situation, and I want to help them out, and we move in together and things are fine for a little while, but then you start to see the cracks, and not just in them, but in me too. I can't handle all that pressure. I stopped being a boyfriend and turned into a caretaker almost. And yeah, I just couldn't handle it, so I break up with them. And then, next thing you know, they call me abusive after I break up with them. And yeah, I don't want to blame it. Oh, they're all mentally ill or whatever. I just think, I don't know. I don't know why they do it. I know why Lucy does it, because I made a video about her and she's salty. But as for the other 3 or 4, I don't know. I thought I thought Polly and I were on good terms. I thought Olivia and I were on good terms. But just, I don't know, when they see someone, oh, he raped me, then they're like, oh my god, that gives credibility to the accusations I was making about him. Yeah, he raped me. At the time, yes. It was very stressful. It was a very stressful situation, but I stayed with her because I loved her, and I could see she was struggling. And I did try to reach out to her family and resources. None of them ever helped. I know the sister of Paulina is trying to argue, oh, I offered. Well, she offered after like at the end of our relationship, like way after we were at the point of when she was at her worst. And at least from what Paulina told me, her sister didn't want her. That's why I said that. That is what Paulina told me. Paulina wouldn't let me reach out to her family, except I only reached out to her dad because that's the only number I had. And when I did reach out to her dad, she told me not to ever do that again, because apparently I don't understand the relationship between her and her dad. And her dad doesn't do anything anyways. So, I mean, there's a lot of things Lucy did. I don't feel like I have the right to even talk about because I don't have the proof. I don't have the proof for it, but she was like on my old Discord servers, and there are people who could talk about her for hours, about all the things she did to people. Like, I would even get emails of people telling me, hey, you need to put your girlfriend on a leash because she's acting up. And I don't blame her too much. She was young. I did dumb shit when I was young. Like, when you're 18 and you got a lot of attention on you, it's kind of overwhelming, and you do stupid shit. And I've done stupid shit before. I would hope that she has grown past that. But, I mean, we had some issues. We had issues. Yeah, I don't know much about her now. I just know, and we dated like 6 years ago, so it's I don't even feel like what we went through is even relevant anymore, in my opinion. I mean, she had issues. Like, she dealt with anxiety. Like, she can't touch like rust or metal. Like, I'd have to open doors for her. I'd have to turn on the shower for her because she couldn't touch metal. I didn't mind any of that. There was the attention thing where, like, I was trying to get work done, but she kept wanting attention because we lived together. Like, I was living with her at her parents' house, and I felt like I just couldn't get anything done. So that's when we mutually agreed I should move out.
Right, yeah. And then just from there, being all, so guys, I kind of got abused by, like, Mama Max. The only proof I have is that I dated him.
I think her defense for that is our relationship, or our breakup was toxic, because I did say, like, oh, you killed our kids. And that has nothing to do with abortions or anything. She wasn't pregnant. That was just me.
Right.
Because we had talked about having kids. And then,
okay,
when we break up,
that just was a projection, would you say, kind of? Was like a projection of your own feelings, almost like a...
Yeah, like, I guess I was trying to make her feel bad. Like, oh, you killed our kids. Okay. Like, we talked about having kids, and now you killed them. It was a bit disgusting, I won't lie. But...
Right.
Yeah.
I was not the only one who said...
I mean, at the end of the day, it's just like, you have all these feelings that you keep inside for a while, you know, when you realize relationship's gone bad, and it just all kind of blurted, you vomit it out, kind of, but violent vomiting.
Exactly. Like, I was angry, and I was sad, and...
Right.
Yeah, it's normal.
And if she denies that she didn't say shit she regrets too, then she'd be lying. Like, we all say shit we regret in a toxic breakup.
Exactly.
I never met them. I've never talked to them before this whole situation. They were never present during our relationship. It's just an all of a sudden thing being like, hey, you can't say that about me. Like, I did try to take her in. And it's like, okay, I didn't know that. I'm sorry.
Right. And then I'm sure you've seen the iPhone screenshots of, I believe it was Jasmine, being all, oh, you know, don't worry, I'm gonna take care of you because you're being domestically abused. I got you. I got a truck. I got a little room. I got you. And I mean, that's a normal reaction to have when you feel like someone is being domestically abused. That makes sense. Yeah. The only thing is, it's like, is she in on the lie, or is she really just doesn't know? And I mean, I can't say for her because I never interacted with her. I never talked to her. I don't know.
I mean, she keeps apologizing on behalf of Paulina's behavior, so I would hope she's at least somewhat aware that her sister is being disingenuous.
Yeah, we will, but, you know, people will do crazy shit to get people off the planet.
Alright.
Steve, do you think you would have anything to add?
Honestly, no comment about Jasmine, really.
Right.
I just personally, I think that Jasmine is well aware of her lying. It's just that I think she's just probably in on it. I don't know. It could be probably Paulina's manipulation. I mean, after everything that's been going on, right? We know that Paulina is, she likes to manipulate. And, she could have possibly manipulated Jasmine to, believe her lies and stuff.
Me.
Yes.
With my exes.
Yes.
Not date them? Yeah, just not date them. Or at least getting to know them more before I move in with them. Well, specifically, not with Paulina. I think I was very kind to her during our breakup, but with Lucy and one of the anonymous ones, and then Olivia, I do regret the things I said to them. I did slut shame them, and I should not have done that. I did paint it oh, they cheated on me, but it was a bit more complicated. We weren't necessarily together. They were just talking to the dude while we were together, and then got with them right after we broke up. So maybe I should have said emotional cheating, I guess. But yeah, I do regret that, and I've tried apologizing to them, but they didn't want to hear it. So we just went our separate ways, or I went my separate way. They keep, bothering me, but I do regret that. I think she just wants so badly to be believed, but everything she says contradicts reality. I gave her the 350 because I love Riley. I still have pictures of me and Riley. I love that dog. I love dogs. And you can see that in the messages. I told her, you do not have to take down the TikToks. I am doing this because I want Riley to get better. I can see that you're struggling, and I even called the vet to make sure she had the appointment before I sent her the money. And it was a real vet appointment. And even though what she was doing was extortion, I didn't care about the TikToks. I wanted just for her and I to be good with each other, and for Riley to get better. And that's why I gave her the money. I do not, but I did when I was living with her, because we would literally review hentais.
I remember, yeah.
And she was literally in one of the episodes where we reviewed hentai together. And we made fun.
Right. So just more of being oh yeah, this thing happened, so out of context from years ago.
Yes.
Goodness gracious, have you ever, fuck man, it's one of those headlines for a Dr. Phil show. Just, she eats bricks, but she's also dating her sister, but she also killed her mother, but she also shit upon shit, man.
Yeah, and the body pillow thing is a complete lie. I've never owned a body pillow. I don't even think I've ever touched a body pillow. I've seen them, but I implore her to try to find a picture of me with a body pillow. The only body pillow, I'll show you the only body pillow I have.
Please do.
So this is a pregnancy pillow, and it's the only body pillow I have.
That's beautiful.
Because I like the way it hugs my legs.
Right, so, yeah.
That's why I have.
Just, oh no, Max has a body pillow? Oh god, gotta take him to prison. Nah.
As I said, literally coming up with stuff seeing if she sees things, tries to make up the most outrageous, wildest, just making up things just to get you in trouble. And
oh yeah,
that's it's just ridiculous.
I would love to see her try to use body Photoshop to put in a body pillow with you, and it just looks so bad. You can see it. It's no, he did.
Yeah,
All right.
so... I mean, not even until after the not until this very situation, when Jasmine released the text messages, and I saw, like, Pauline was saying about me, while she was in the car with me, saying, like, she witnessed the deepest depths of narcissism. And I was literally in the car with her, like, helping her move her stuff for her. And she's talking like that about me? Like, she always made it sound like she was this way because of borderline personality disorder, which they tend to have manipulative behaviors, but it's not, like, intentional or something like that. The way she explained it to me, she was basically saying, like, I'm sorry, like, I can't help it, like, I'm just so fucked in the head, I don't mean to be manipulative, I know it may come off this way, but I would believe her, because there were times where she was also very sweet to me. She would take care of Ruby, and she did a really good job of taking care of Ruby. So, I don't know, not until I saw those text messages was I like, was she manipulating me this whole time? And I can't even say for sure whether it was or wasn't, because when she was sweet, she was very sweet. And then, you know, when she was at her worst, she was the worst. So I don't know. And yeah, I don't believe mental illness, like, is an excuse for bad behavior. Like, there's perfectly, like, nice people that have, you know, struggle with mental illness. Like, using it as an excuse for your bad behavior, I don't know. So yeah, so Paulina kept, like, trying to rope me into drama with my friends, and I didn't want any part of it, and so I blocked her. And then she was texting, well, I blocked her on Discord, and then she texted me, yo, why am I blocked on Discord? Can we just talk? And I didn't want to talk. Like, I told her, sorry, film month, busy. Like, I was busy, but also I just didn't want to talk about that stuff. And so I blocked her on my phone. And then she reached out to my sister asking, hey, is Max seeing someone? And my sister was like, yeah. And I guess that's what, like, threw her, like, into that downward spiral of, okay, Max is a piece of shit. Even though we've been single for months. We've been single for months. And, you know, you keep trying to insert yourself into my life, but we need to stay away from each other. Like, and that's all I want, is just for them to leave me alone. My mom?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, my mom was telling me a story about how she would, like, ask her, hey, could you do the dishes? And Paulina would, like, side-eye her and be like, fine. Yeah, I'm sure, I don't know everything that went on in that house. I'm sure if my mom wanted to talk about it, she could. But, yeah, and I'm sure my mom doesn't want to. And I don't want to involve my mom. I don't want to keep involving people. I just want to give my side and... So there's 4 exes and then 2 people from my high school. So Lucy, no. I don't want to talk to her. I don't think she wants to talk to me. I mean, I do want to apologize for the video. I do regret. Even though people liked the video, I still feel it was immature of me to, like, make it about her. Like, call a video about depression. And then, so... then the anonymous one... I don't know if I reached out to her after. I think I sent her a letter about, like, if we could talk, but I don't know if she ever got it. Olivia, I had talked to after she made accusations, like that whole text conversation and the $350 I gave her. That was after she posted her TikToks. And yeah, I was just trying to clear the air with her, like, what is going on? Why are you making these accusations? Because she seemed like the only one willing to talk. And yeah, everything seemed fine. But then I guess she saw, like, Paulina's stories and then was like, oh, Max, I remember Max is abusive. So it's like, it's kind of weird. And then, yeah, Paulina I blocked, and I don't want to talk to her after all this. I wouldn't mind talking to any of them in, like, a public setting or even a private setting. except Paulina, because I'm still... Okay, so do I think she's... I thought she was, but it's been over a month. Well, it's been years since she first started saying all this and was supposed to make a video but never did. And then, yeah, most recently it's been over a month, still no video. And if she were to make a video, I think her biggest, the biggest validation they have is the two people from my high school. And then I think she would use the anonymous girl I keep talking about. And I keep saying anonymous because she hasn't gone public. And I think I know why she hasn't gone public. But I don't want to talk about her or the high schoolers unless they come out publicly. And then I have to respond publicly. I mean, I know Lucy doesn't have any evidence because I didn't groom her. I know Olivia and Paulina don't have any evidence because I was only ever nice to Paulina, both in person and like on DMs. And Olivia, like I said, we had a toxic breakup, but I don't think she can find anything that proves I was a rapist or an abuser. And she just keeps making it up shit, so she has no credibility anymore. The only thing they could possibly do, like I said before, is fake some chat logs, but that's the only thing I could think of. So they are best friends with Paulina, and I've talked to them before. I've never met them. It's the best friend of my ex, who never met me, who hardly ever talked to me. We talked once, and that was when Paulina and I first started dating to see if they liked me, and they're like, yeah, I approve this guy. And they are also, like, I think mutual friends with Lucy, which is how Lucy got roped into this, I think. And Lucy had a group chat with like one or two of my other exes as well. So, like I said, Lucy has been doing this for years. So yeah, they all have a group chat together. Absolutely. I mean, not hurt enough to where it cripples me. Like I said, I can move on just fine. It does hurt, but it's not crippling or anything. A mutual friend that's scared of me? I knew some people that believed them at first. And then when Craig's video came out, it made him even more angry because the way Craig handled it was a bit aggressive. And so, but I talked to a few of them, and after talking to them, they seemed to be like, were they lying to me? Or so, I mean, I don't know how that's proof of anything, though, that people believed you because you made accusations, and then I talked to them, and now they don't believe them. I don't know. Well, we gave enough context so you could discern what the things she is saying. Like, she just confessed that, and we gave all the context to that, to her confession. We can release the full conversation. It's just going to make her look worse, but it's more of us just disagreeing on like what we went through. She on her TikTok, she's like, you held my hand, like forcing your hand on me. And then when we talked, I was like, I didn't force my hand on you. You were like playfully like putting your hand out there and then like taking it back. And then it was like a mixed signal kind of thing. And that's not the first time that's happened. Like, I remember we went to Nebraska's Furniture Mart after we broke up, and she's like, we should hold hands. And we held hands, and she's like, this is weird. I don't want to do it anymore. I was like, okay. And the whole time after our breakup, like, she was like sending me nudes. And so it was not out of the picture for me to think there might still be something there. So to paint it like I am just a creepy stalker is completely disingenuous. Like, why even go on like movie dates with me? But then say later, we agreed it was completely platonic. No, we didn't. Like, if it was completely platonic, why did we go by ourselves? Why didn't we not invite your brother or our mutual friends to go with us? I can tell y'all all about that. I can give you my side. I don't know everything. I can give you my side. I'm gonna do it off the record because I don't know everything. I only have my side, which is very little of that whole situation. So, I mean, I'll tell you my side of it. I don't know about everyone's side, but my side is I wanted to shut down that server like for a long time because it was stressing me out. And I only kept the server because the mods and admins kept being like, no, don't shut down the server. Like, let us keep it. We will handle it. Max, you can... Because I'm concerned about my videos and hunting pedos and inspiring, you know, survivors. And while the Discord community was nice, at least for the most part, it was only like there was just all the time bad characters would join and cause drama, and sometimes even like just not even like drama, like actual crimes were being committed. And that's also why I shut down my subreddit r/MamaMax, because people were just posting like CP and being like, help, we need to like catch this guy. And I'm like, I mean, it's very similar to the Discord. I wanted it shut down for a long time, but it wasn't shut down until recently because of, like you said, the stressors that I hardly have any idea about. Like I said to you earlier, I was inactive. I was working on videos. The only things I know from the server were the things I was told. And I was only there for brief periods of time. I would post an emoji every now and then. I would join the voice chat like maybe once every few months. So I don't know most of what goes on in there. A lot of different reasons. So Corpse and I have a little bit of a history. I don't want to go too much into it because I think it's a violation of his privacy. I don't want to... And the only reason why I like talked about him at all during Pick a Side was because it would make the message bigger. Like, it would only enhance the message because no one gives a shit about anything unless you make up some petty drama. So I manufacture some petty drama. All of it is real. Like, there's real feelings behind it. I was pissed when he was trying to get me home from the hospital. My Paulina was pissed. And I don't know if y'all saw the pictures of her talking shit about Corpse. Okay. And then apologizing to appeal to Corpse stans, even though she hates Corpse as well. Well, it was a mutual agreement. Yeah, when I was making Pick a Side, we both agreed, like, yeah, fuck Corpse. I'm gonna, like, call him out because it's for a good purpose and because he was a piece of shit to me. And it's not just that one instance. Like, there's other instances of him being a piece of shit to me and other people in his past. So if it's for a good cause, why not? Fuck Corpse. We were both pissed. Like, to put it all on me, like I was doing it for my own agenda. Like, that's silly because we have proof of you also being pissed at Corpse. I reached out to him, he never responded. He never like responded to Pick a Side at all. He just keeps tweeting about himself as always. And he will continue to do that. Yeah, we're too small for you, bro. We're too small. I wish I could say I am a survivor and am passionate about it because of that, but I don't think I am. Like, I don't have any memories of being sexually abused as a child. And as selfless as I want to make it out to be, like, it is very rewarding to inspire survivors of actual child sexual abuse. But I really, and I say this in the videos, I do it because I like it. If I could, I don't know if I should even say this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. If I could legally kill pedophiles all day, that's what I would do. No, for real. So, and I don't care if they say they're non-offending. I'll fucking kill all of them. Because there's no such thing as non-offending. Like, just because you haven't yet doesn't mean you never will. And maybe it's dumb of me to like want to punish people who haven't committed a crime, but I think given the opportunity, they will all commit a crime before the end of their lives. I think maybe like 1 or 2% of them will go their entire lives without hurting a child, but I seriously doubt all of them are. And if it means even just one child, if we have to exterminate millions of pedophiles just for one child to not be traumatized, fucking kill them all.
Alright, so I'm gonna make a deeper video on this. So, okay, so around May 24th of 2022, I was DM'd and followed by a person named Zico, who came into my DMs and said, hey, I have a video idea for you. So then I was like, yeah, what is it? What is it? So he was like, make a video on Zico or him. He wanted me to make a video about him. So I was confused. I was like, oh, wow. You want me to make a video about you, and I bet it was for clout. So that I'm like, you know what? Let me just go with this. Why? So then he was talking about, how like his channel got banned due to him violating community guidelines, how he was dealing with like, a bunch of situations. Like, it was just a bunch of stuff that he was going through, and I kind of did feel bad for him. But like, it's just the things that he said after. The things that he said after really got me going, and I was extremely upset. But as I said, I'm going to make a deeper video on that. I will make a deeper video on that. So like as I said, he says that his channel got terminated by someone who wants him dead or in jail because of the fact that he watched child porn. He made a video of him admitting to watching child porn, but people kept going on the other people's side without caring more about, about his mental stress, as if the world revolved around him. But we're not about to get deeper within this, right? So then I'm like, sir, why go to a person that is literally heavily against pedophiles, right? And expect me to help you get your channel reinstated, yet you just came to me saying that you just watch child pornography. Like, that doesn't make sense. But yeah, he says YouTube is broken. Well, that's true. And then, I asked him a question. I asked him a few questions. I asked some questions, but I'm about to let you know two things. Well, I'm about to let you know one thing. He's 14. Well, I'm about to read you this this question that I asked him, right? So I asked him, what do you think about pedophiles, right? He says that, most of them need a community to get around. Most of them need a community to get everyone to be aware of them. And kids have to be blamed or the parents for letting them in the situation. Most of them get blamed by kids, but kids sexualizes themselves a lot. But I would say it's the parents' fault. Now, I know a lot of people hate Son, or aka Pablo Sonny, the pedophile that you hunted, Max. But isn't the guy a human too? Because I know for a fact humans can grow to be weirder than animals. A lot of humans have fantasies that they have brought into reality. Humans are all nasty and pathetic, but that's how they lived and struggled for. So for those who hate these people or acting like they're better than them, like, come on, it's humans. Humans can't just last a good side. That's why I hate Momo Max and his fans that even likes him, because they don't understand anything about them, but keep treating them like fiends that they have never looked like.
Are you fucking kidding me? You deserve death. Why is it always the people who hate me are always pedophiles? Oh, no shit, you hate me. I want you dead. Because you deserve death. Because you're going to fuck children and then blame the children and their parents. You... All will be revealed soon. But I don't want to say too much. I do have updates, but I'm not going to talk about it because it's going to be in the next video. I know for my first two girlfriends, Lucy and the anonymous one, because of life sucks depression and life sucks heartbreak, alongside like the slut shaming after our breakup, which again I apologize for, and I've apologized to them before and they accepted it. But yeah, I think the videos is what like caused them to be mad and say these things. Well, yeah, she uses like, oh yeah, he hunts pedophiles to like flood the algorithm when I upload once every 6 to 9 months. So if I was a pedophile, I would rather kill myself than live another day. I mean, not the entire time. I never watch lolly porn other than to make fun of it because it's disgusting. I would watch porn though, but it was against their wishes, and I do take responsibility for that. And it did, and that's why, you know, some of them were like, we didn't have sex enough. But I don't think they realized that directly conflicts with he raped me, but he also didn't have sex with me enough. It is true, I did not have sex with him enough. Because, I don't know, just, I had a porn addiction. Maybe I still do. Thank y'all. I appreciate it.
This made me very upset. Very upset. Maybe even more upset than when they told me he was dead.
I feel kind of scared.
Dude, that's not funny. What's not funny?